Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is Monday, and I made a strategic mistake by keeping DMN when it went off today, but they're going on OTC, and I'm gonna explain that once I get to it. I'm gonna share my screen, and it went down. I thought they were gonna pump this thing and go up, but it went down. So it's like, hey, like I'm not a financial advisor. I should have gotten rid of it. I should have stopped before they halted it and got my money, but I didn't. So I lost about 5,000 in profit, and then I lost an additional $1,000 because I let it go all the way down to 2 cents of a penny, or not even 2 cents, like 20 cents of a penny. And I had it at 33 cents of a penny. So, that was my fault. I thought it was going to keep going up. And because this is the last day they're going to be on the NASDAQ, and then they're going to have to go to OTC. That's their choice because they wouldn't pay $6 million. Which comes in, you got to pay $6 million. They said no. And this was a Canadian stock anyway. I should have left it alone, but I didn't. But I'm gonna leave 300,000 shares in there, and hopefully, one I gave my money back. I'm not gonna take it out. 300,000. The other one, I'm gonna show you what I did with it. This is what I did. It just took money from um, my overall balance, and I would have been okay if I had that stock, but that's okay. But still got the video, and I got a new one. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna go to my tool real quick. This is one that was, United Healthcare. To bring you back to remembrance, this is the guy who got shot by the guy in New York, United Health Group, and it went all the way down from $600 a share down to 260 something, 290. It went down to 270 something. I got it 270 something, and then what happened? Well, I got 10 of them. I said I'm gonna buy 10 of them and see what's gonna happen. It's starting to go up now, but this is a good stock. It's trading 76 below its estimated value. Estimated its forecast per year earnings grew 43 over the past year. Trading is good value for peers in this industry. Okay, so just look at it. It dropped. It went from almost $600 a share to 291. And for whatever reason, and it probably key executives, 25 worth, they started they recently bought $25 million. This was May 17th. That was Friday. That's why it's going up. He said a new key executive recently bought $25 million worth of stock. Wow. Price target decreased 16% to 463. It's too something. I'm gonna make the money I've lost. I'm gonna make that back up. And this one right here. This is what I did. I took my money out. It was $3,000. It should have been four, so I lost about 1,000. And I put it into this one right here. I even Palatar, I just took 10. This Palatar keep going back and forth. Palatar is probably at its tip right now. So, because it can't get past a certain amount. So I will revisit that later. That and Tesla. I will be taking money out of Tesla and then put it into this too, because Tesla go back and forth. So if you can look at this stock right now, this is the fair value of this stock, 1,235. I got 50 of them, 40 of them. Okay. Right now it's at 291. Okay. It's right here. Hunana and the rest of these guys are above them. But healthcare is healthcare. They probably got some government in them and everything else. But right now it went all the way up and then it boom went down. Okay. Future company industry gonna go about 14 because it's health. It's all about people. But when it dropped down that low, you got to take it. You got to take this one. That's and I jumped on it. I'm gonna try to get 100 of them before they get too high in the 300. So I might do without Palantir and Tesla and go put everything pile it in. Every time I get a little extra, I'm going to pile it into that. Look at that past criteria. quality earnings, okay, financial health. It's got a few wrinkles in here. So we got to look at what the wrinkles are. Short-term liability, long-term liability. Okay. They got long-term, but short-term assets is not. It's billion, 96 billion do not cover short-term liabilities of 100. But he said long-term liabilities exceed the long-term, which is 90 something. Okay. Debt level, they got more debt to equity at 44% is considered high, but they got, you know, they can cover their debt, reducing debt, their debt coverage. It's insurance, health insurance. Balance sheet, they're in the billions. They do give dividends, I believe. Notable dividends, they got, it's higher than the bottom 25%. High dividends, they is on, they give low. They're not so good at that. So management, let's look at the management and see how they structure. The CEO, he gets on, that's not bad. He's 71 years old. He only get 100, he get less than $1 million compensation. That's not bad at all. Let me see. Something's wrong here, unless he got stocks. So remember this guy, he's named Steve Hemley. He probably got a lot of stocks. Okay. This is the leadership. He's CEO. He's chairman. He's 71 years old. He get almost $1 million a year. But look, experienced management, 55. This guy, he's got 3 years. No, this is the board, experienced management. But the CEO, has no data on him right now as far as tenure and all that other good stuff. And you can see what he's done in his past, where he's gone from. I want y'all to read this. Okay. Mr. Henley has a bachelor's degree in accounting at Fordham. He's one of those top schools, so he know money. So he's, tenure, he got 25 years, he said a non-independent, non-executive. Okay. This is Michelle Hooper, he got 17 years, independent director, he got 3 years. So they got experienced board. So people have been buying. Look at these guys come in. These guys are buying a lot of shares. Look, Henley, he bought $25 million worth. No wonder Stephen Henley, he don't want but 800 and some $1,000. He bought, something's going on. So he gonna double his money. He bought 86,000 shares. Okay. This guy bought. Look at these guys. These are independent. These guys sold a little bit, So if somebody buying this much, I got to go revisit it. I'm gonna hurry up and get out of this thing because I got to buy some more of them. Because institutions own most of it, and then you got general public, state, and pub. You Vanguard. Yep, this is a good one, folks. Show more. Look at that. Okay, all the big boys are in here. I don't have to say. So we go see. I got 40. I picked up 40 right now. It went from 290 something yesterday to 314. Now it's probably going down to 213. But something is happening. Something is happening, and this delusion. The shareholders have not been diluted. Okay, the ownership. So let's reshare. Let's get into the business. We got about 7 minutes. Let's get into what we're doing. Like I say, DMN was a very disappointment. They're down like 17 now. So, I'm gonna lose about 400. I'm gonna lose about $1,700 today. I'm gonna lose that. That's all right. But what I did, I put it into this one right here called UNH. That's what we just went through. I bought it at 305. It's up to 314. It's already made me $400 of it. So you can take that because I was making money and then I should have pulled it out. I didn't. Smack me in the face. Got 2 trillion people on this one, but I'm keeping the 300,000 shares in there. When it go OTC, I'm keeping that. It's all going to become an OTC stock after the day. DMN. Very disappointing, but that's all right. That's how you gotta you invest in something, they got a product. So the product is good, but like I say, they probably gonna knock this one all the way down. It's not gonna get up past 18 or not even get back to 20 cents of a penny. So we'll see what happens. They're gonna come back on the NASDAQ. I mean, they're gonna come back on OTC July 1. So they're getting everything set to go on OTC July 1. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll find out after it closes. GovOx is like I said, to keep my eye on GovOx now. I bought it 93, it's 99. Then this one right here, keep my eye on this one. I got a little, I'm putting everything I can now into this thing right here. You know, I might even take, yeah, I might, sorry. I'm gonna leave this one as is. Yeah. Only, you can't take, um, Microsoft. Microsoft is Microsoft. So I might have to dump some more money into this. I might have to. Chipotle, I'm sorry, you got to go. You've been. I'm trying to hold on to you, but but it's just a little money. You can't buy no more. You can buy a couple of shares with that. But this was one of those big ones. I'm gonna have to get Tesla. I'm probably gonna take Tesla and get up to 60 shares. But Tesla, Tesla is Tesla. I'm like, yeah, that's a good split. Even if it goes up to 600, I'd have made the money back, all the money back. So I got to keep money in this one right here because this is 360. Something's going to happen here too. GLY. And I'm going to keep Chipotle because Chipotle is Chipotle. And, Apple, I only got a fraction. I only got a little bit of money in Apple. But GovOx and Microsoft, I got 5 shares, but NVIDIA, I got the 300 total. And I'm gonna keep that because NVIDIA is the best in the business. I can take that out and then put it all in here and get 100 shares here. I can take 50 shares in NVIDIA or 100 shares and have 200 shares in NVIDIA and then call it a day, but I won't do that and then put it in here. But I'm gonna watch this one in the next few days because this is $15,000 right here. Okay. So let's look at AT&T is trying to do something, went back up to 28. So AT&T is just a slow mover, but it's always consistent. It's always consistent. And AT&T, you got 100 shares at $14 a share, it's $28 a share. So it made me a little money, but it's still AT&T is under functioning. These guys get a good dividend and they do well every earnings, but they just on roll like the big boys up there. So as I take things out like 100 of SMCI, but SMCI at 44, what do you do with it? You take a couple thousand and put into here, but it still won't do anything. A couple thousand won't buy you about 8 shares, okay, of this one. But I got 50, and that's what I like. Okay. So let's move a little further. Let's go up to this is my play money right here. I got 24,000 in there. But I got NVIDIA over here. I got NVIDIA 150 shares over here. So total 300 shares of NVIDIA. I still got my HCMI. They not doing anything. They're not budging, but that's okay. One day they will. They're gonna mess up. They got about 35 million people, hundreds, thousands, million, 35 million coming out. You can't, and they got a top CM Chipotle got about 5, but they got 5 million volume. This right, GovOx is just don't have the volume, but they still are over close to $1. And that's what I'm waiting on too. Infectious diseases. This is what they're good at. I mean, I always go into GovOx and then I take them out after a while. But research takes a while. So you just have to leave your seat in the ground and see what they do. Okay. Then you got this Israel one right here. This is one that It's a technology stock. I got 1,000 shares. I bought it at 50. Now it's $1. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's got 4 million people on it. And this one's got 173 million people on it. And that's NVIDIA. And you can't say too much about NVIDIA. It's just too much. Uh, then you have here 3 million people on this one right here, OPTT. Pretty soon this one gonna have to go to, he's got to hurry up, and or they're gonna reverse split. They're gonna do something because they can't keep this one is a good one too. TTRO waiting for the septic ruling because this one goes back and forth. And then you got VXRT. They were downgraded, but they got a lot of running in them, and I got them at 37 cents. And we call that the gummy for COVID. They're gonna have a gummy out for COVID pretty soon. I hope they hurry up and finish that trial so we can see the fruit of their labor. This one was like $15. So if I go to $15 again, you get $15,000. There's 4 o'clock now, so let's look at all of them together. Okay, I lost about, yeah, today about, I lost a lot because I was up to 80. Friday I was up 86,000. Now I'm down 78. So I lost about $8,000, yeah, today. And most of that was in DMN. So this is the last day they're gonna be they're gonna become an OTC starting, I think they say starting July. So this one's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna stay dormant. I don't know. They got 2 million people on it again. A lot of people probably went in and bought more. I ain't buying no more of them. That's I'm done. At this point in time, when I'm done, I'm done. They got now you can see all of them get NVIDIA. I still got $12,000, so it really balances out but I'm back up to 26. Remember, I was down at 18, almost not 18. Yeah, 18. Now I'm up to 26,000 a year gain, loss. So I need to gain this back. And I think I'm going to gain it through NVIDIA and some of these others, Govox the Palatar might give me a little bit back. SMCI give me a little bit back. But this UNH, they are going to be the one that I think going to give me the most bang for my buck in the next month or so because they got quality earnings. They back on track, and I think they're back on track right now. And they have already made me five. I just picked them up. I think I picked them up Friday, and now I got $500 out of made already, and just over the weekend, first day back. So I must stop sharing. She seems to be a little jubilant because of my pick. God bless you. God keep you. Cause face shine on you, give you peace. Okay, now and forever. God bless you.